Hi everyone, welcome back to the Soulstar Wavelength. It's me, Nirvana. Okay, so today I have the reading for you. How have you proved your haters wrong? And plus tea. Yes, we're gonna get a little bit of tea just for confirmation, mostly, okay? Yeah, this was a reading title that I got from Capricorn Venus Tarot, so definitely check her out if you haven't. She's super cool. Yeah, so I just knew because I knew with these two divas here that I had to do a sort of haters reading with them because of their crazy beef they have in the show. They're from Has-Been Hotel, by the way, if you don't know them. Um, so yeah, I have two piles here for you to choose from. Pile number one with Vox and pile number two with Alastor. Okay, so see whichever one you're drawn to, or you can vibe with me through both if you like, and I'll see you at your pile. Also, if anyone wants a personal reading, details on that are in the description below. So, without further ado, let us move on to the piles. Hello there, pile number one, the Vox pile. If you picked this guy, you're in the right place. Okay, so how have you proved your haters wrong? If you picked Vox, you have definitely proved your haters wrong by doing the things you said you were going to do. You are one productive person, let me just say, because that's one of the biggest things about Vox. When I was watching the show in season 2, and I was just like, it got to a certain point and I was like, I have to admire his productivity, you know. He does he gets some impressive stuff done. So you are definitely someone that's able to do things that other people wouldn't even comprehend that you can do, especially that fast. So there's kind of like a master manifestor vibe with you guys here. You defy the odds. I would say you are definitely rising in popularity. That's a way that you're proving your haters wrong. Yeah, you're rising in popularity and power. If you pick this pile, Rome could be significant to you in some way. There's definitely something about social media here, about your adaptability as well, is how you've proved your haters wrong. You're able to adapt, you're able to shift and change. You continue to grow in power and status is like the biggest thing I get here. Oh yeah, and you have a lot of fans. Yeah. Yeah, you guys have a lot of fans, you got a lot of simps, okay? What else? You definitely have a hypnotic quality to you if you pick this pile as well, by the way. You definitely have the ability to influence groups of people. Yeah. If you pick this pile, you might have Scorpio placement strong, Aquarius placement strong. What else do I get from Fox? I mean, those are the biggest ones. Definitely Aquarius and Scorpio are definitely the biggest signs I get for him. All right, let's move on to the next part. Okay guys, I am using the Change Tarot for you guys in this pile number one to see how you have proved your haters wrong. Something else that could be significant for you if you chose this pile, since his name is Vox and that means voice, you definitely have a very powerful voice. Literally and metaphorically, you might have a very strong singing voice. Ooh, yeah. Yeah. There's kind of a bit of a Leo energy in this pile too, actually. Like I was thinking about, like, just there. Okay, let's keep going. Sharks may also be very significant to you. You know, aquatic life, but especially sharks. You're very formidable. I think that's another way you've proved your haters wrong, is how formidable you are, how powerful. And I heard how deadly. So I think, like, I just think you're a real killer of egos, right? Because like that's one of the things about Vox in the show. He has a very his ego is a very inflated, and he's really funny. He's a menace, but yeah, I think you it's I'm not saying you guys have a big ego. I think you really affect people with a big ego. You really like make people, just because you stand so strong in your own truth and authenticity, it really triggers and challenges people with big egos that are also fragile. Okay. By the way, this was on the bottom of the deck when I pulled it out, the Ace of Cups. So you are definitely there's definitely a blessing coming in for you right now that is making you very happy. There's a blessing of joy in some way coming to you right now. Working with the element of water would be very beneficial for you guys right now. However you want to do that, because you can work with water in infinite amount of ways, really. You guys are being cleansed, definitely. Cleansed from past spirit experiences, people who have wanted to control you, own you, bind you in some way. You are definitely being renewed from those past experiences. So you might have had like quite a bit of purging and stuff recently. It's so that you can shine brighter, so to speak. Okay, let's see. Let's keep going. Oh, also, I can't remember what state he's meant to be from. I think it's like Michigan or something. God, I think that's where he's meant to be from. But at any rate, the USA could be very significant for you guys who picked this one. The game Monopoly as well. Okay. Okay. Okay, as I was shuffling, one card flipped and reversed itself, and it was the Eight of Swords. So you, again, like that's literally just confirms how I was saying, how you're releasing any binding that was put on you, and you're coming into greater status and power in your life because of that. Okay, so yeah, no wonder I'm getting the Scorpio vibes. Yeah. So Cap, Scorpio energy here is like releasing anything that's binding and coming into your own personal power. Okay, you guys have worked hard for this. You have had people like have definitely tried to play mind games with you a lot, and they've tried to mind control you and manipulate you. You're pretty much immune to that stuff right now, and that's a way that you're proving your haters wrong. I think your haters tried to like, your haters have projected on you a lot, and they've tried to like spin narratives on you. You've definitely been the victim of smear campaigns and stuff like that if you're in this pile. Oh my God, have you been the victim of that? But the truth will out. And there's something about anything that anyone's tried to do against you, it's Uno reversed onto them, definitely. Because, yeah, like on the bottom right now as I'm shuffling, strength. So your strength of character speaks for itself. Your light speaks for itself. Yeah. You're naturally prove people wrong just by existing. Okay? Yeah, you're naturally proving your haters wrong every day just by being the light that you are. Okay? How have my pile number ones, the Vox pile, proved their haters wrong? Strength literally just came out, guys. Woo! I told you I was getting some Leo energy. Showstoppers here. You guys are definitely, you guys could be involved in theater or performance art in some way. You know, there's some sort of performance quality to something you do, a theatrical quality. And something about that proves your haters wrong. What is it about that? Yeah, maybe like they've tried to like, I think because you make people, or I don't want to say you do that. Sometimes people get triggered and feel insecure because of your skills and talents, your immense skills and talents. So they try and downplay them. They try and say, oh, it's just because they're pretty. It's just because they're, I don't know, the family they're in, or like it's just because of this and that. They try and like, you know, downplay your strengths, your skills. However, they shine too bright, you know, they shine way too bright. And see, because you have such a mastery of your ego, your lower chakras here, the lower states of, the lower, you know, the earthly things, like your lower self, so to speak. Not to put it down in any way, I think this is just the term. Anyway. you have such a good control over them. You don't take the bait when people try and you know, get at you. People try and get a rise out of you, get a reaction, and it never works. You see beyond that. You really have like some sort of you have some sort of, I want to say, immunity to like these pesky like bullying energies that have tried to come around you in the past. Because I feel like if you're in this pile, you have been bullied a lot in the past, or you might have gone through that. You might have like Mars in Cancer or something like that, that like gives you like a bit of a rough time when it comes to that sort of thing. Oof. You might have Chiron in Leo or in the 3rd house or even the 5th house, I think, in this pile. I'm getting that. So you've had a real wound, I feel like, around this, around being recognized for your talents in that, because see, if you pick this pile, you're the type that carries the group project. You're the one person that would do all the work. But I feel like now you're starting to get your flowers a lot more. And that's like the hugest thing, and you so deserve it. Like, even all her flowers on there, you deserve all the recognition and rewards that are coming your way. They've already started, but it's only going to get bigger and better and brighter for you as you move forward. You've shown immense strength and skill to come through, because I feel like you've gone through a period of intense restriction. Your Saturn placement might have been really prominent. Saturn really has probably been working with you if you pick this pile. You've had to deal with a lot of restrictions, a lot of karmic lessons. But as we all know, Saturn's rewards are some of the best in the zodiac and the longest lasting. So coming out of this, you're coming into a place of status, security, and stability that you've never had before. And it's because of the work you've done on your soul and your understanding of how to work with your human avatar in a way. Because see, working with like the lower chakras, that's like our base needs, our creative energy, our confidence. So you know how to protect your confidence now. There's a purity to you, like you're very connected in spiritually. Okay, I'm channeling like crazy in this group. Wow. You guys are definitely tuned into something like here. You're very like much, you can pick up on the waves of things around. 6 of Cups. You're overcoming. You left the people in the past in the dust. Oh my god, that's a way you're proving your haters wrong. They thought they thought you were gonna be stuck on them. Uno reverse. You thought I was gonna be stuck on you. That's what you're like. That's what your energy's like. You're like, no, I'm focused on my own thing here. I've got my lion and I'm working on what I'm working on. Yeah, you guys, your creative projects, keep at them, because there's something very golden about them. You guys have alchemized a lot from the past, and that's bringing you a lot of this wealth and stability. There's something very tangible about the results you're now getting in this group. Let's get one more card, please, for my box pile on how they are proving their haters wrong. Okay, well, 2 it is. They're really good. Oh my god. Look at this. Judgment and the Emperor. Look at the major arcana, guys. Oh, I just realized it. I probably need to cover these guys up. Oh, well. Let me get them. I have them on YouTube. Let's see. There we go. That'll do. There we are. There we are, guys. Now, check this out. You guys have 3 out of 4 major arcana. 3 out of 4 major arcana. You know, you guys are definitely on your haters' minds, because like 6 of Cups coming up, that's past connections, nostalgia, childhood connections. Like, yeah, even people who aren't your haters are thinking of you right now. You might be feeling like quite an influx of energy. You might have been exhausted lately because you're picking up on like all these people's thoughts about you just now. Yeah, a lot of people remember you fondly. A lot of people remember you. You stick out in people's minds. That's for sure. Yeah, see, with Judgment and the Emperor here, you guys are really coming into your power and your own authority in your life. You're really building an empire for yourself. There is a lot of fire energy in this pile. So Sag, Aries, and Leo all present, because this is an Aries card, and Judgment is the energy of fire. Yeah, you guys have gone through some intense, like, phoenix moments, some intense rebirths. You guys have been forged, spiritually speaking. You guys, your energy is golden. There's something that you have met yourself deep, deep, deep down to the root of yourself here. See the way the red's all, like, matching up? And red is the root chakra, which is, like, basic needs, security, and all that. So you have, like, you've met yourself on the deepest level, and that's what's allowing you to rise in confidence and power the way you are. Your sense of self is very, very strong in this pile, which is absolutely necessary in this life. In this world, you need to be confident in yourself. You need to understand yourself. You need to master yourself and your mind to be able to achieve what you want in the world. And I feel like you absolutely are doing that in this pile. And that's like the biggest way that you're proving your haters wrong, is you are all that you say that you are. Damn, so strong. You guys, this is a big point in your life. 3 out of 4 major arcana. Big, 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 big point. It's making waves. It's rippling out to, like, everyone who's known you in the past. It's that big. You're on the rise right now. Page of Pentacles on the bottom. A lot of new opportunities coming your way. Very, very nice. What's underneath? Ooh, yeah. Again, like, it's literally the Devil card underneath that. So, like, the Devil card is a lot about what binds us, you know, in this 3D plane. Like, so that's like addictions, codependencies, contracts. You guys have freed yourself from so much, like karmic contracts as well. You guys have freed yourself from codependent karmic relationships. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Something about you is really a divine lesson in some ways for these people. Okay. Very, very strong in yourself. Definitely work with the precious metal gold, or any fiery stones like sunstone, carnelian, red jasper, any red, or any of those, like red, orange, yellow crystals would be very, very great for you right now. Fire and water is definitely your elements. Your elements to work with right now, which is like the temperance. That's why, yeah, your creative skills are very, very, you're getting better and better at wielding and utilizing your creative skills. And that's a way that you're proving your haters wrong too, because you're really making waves with what you're doing. Even if you don't feel like you are, maybe you don't feel like you're at whatever level you want to be, but you're definitely on the rise. And if you're in this pile, I know that you can feel it. There's no way you can't know with this, the Strength and the Emperor, like on either side here. Like, come on. That's powerful. There's definitely an evening out of energies as well, because Judgment's number 20, 6, 8, 4. So these numbers, even numbers, so that shows that your reality is evening out, your essence is evening out, it's becoming clearer and more balanced. I feel like there's a lot of balance coming in your life, especially since you cut certain people out. And that just proves them wrong anyway. That proves your haters wrong anyway. That things get better after you cut them out, you know what I mean? Because, like, if they're trying to act like, oh, it was like me that was the good thing in the relationship or whatever, or it's like their fault, and then you're doing really well and you're shining and you're just focusing, staying in your lane, that automatically proves them wrong, right? All right, let's get a little bit of the tea just for confirmation. All right, let's just do it. Okay, guys, so I'm using the Disney Villains Tarot to get your tea, your confirmations in this pile on how you've proved your haters wrong. So we'll get a little tea on them. This will, you know, this is just for fun, just for confirmations. It really does help, honestly, I know. I know from experience, okay? This was on the bottom as I pulled it out, the Tower, and look, the brightness, the lightness, see this golden energy? You guys really are golden, and that's making me think of the luck potion in Harry Potter, Felix Felicis. You guys are, you got the Midas touch right now, and with the Tower, you know, that is like shock, sudden like change, big shifts. You really are making waves with what you're doing. I think you're advancing a lot faster than you might even think you are. but you're making a lot of waves, okay? And the people that are seeing it are shocked too, okay? You're really like, your energy is very impressive, okay? Okay, so please, confirmations, tea, please, on my pile number ones, on how they're proving their haters wrong. Please get the tea on them. Please. First card is the Hanged Man, the change in perspective. Yeah, you have shifted people's view of you very much. That last year, the year of the snake, might have been very challenging, but the transformations and the alchemy that you've gone through in those years, or sorry, not those years, well, okay, guess, no mistakes. So the past few years, but especially that last year, though this is timeless, so if you're watching this in the future, then the last year you went through will have been very transformative, quite challenging, a lot of big shifts, 8th house energy probably going on for you in that time. But coming out of it, you have a fresh perspective, and you have a much more spiritual and elevated perspective than you did before. You definitely did what Spirit hoped you would do with that time, is what I want to say. Also, this being like, this is the spirit of the mighty waters with the spirit of primal fire up here in Judgment. So remember I was saying fire and water? You're definitely utilizing those elements. And these are creative elements, you know? Yeah, there's something very, very... You have the ability to really create now. You know, I was saying like Master Manifestor energy. You can summon certain experiences to you and certain things a lot easier than you could in the past. Because you've done the necessary alchemy, you've done the necessary shifts, you've been in the uncomfortable positions, you've sacrificed and what you needed to, and grown your strength, your personal strength. And other people have watched you do it, and all they can do is sit and watch you. That's the tea on them, man, that's for sure. People are very disappointed that they're missing out on they're missing out on you now. Well, sucks to suck. I just want to have some fun, okay, guys? It's been a crazy one lately. I don't know about you guys, but I've been so exhausted, but I just knew I had to get on and do another reading for you guys. By the way, if you guys are enjoying this reading, please do like, share, comment, subscribe, and or hype the video. If you hype it, it's so cool. I really appreciate all you guys' support all the time. You guys are awesome. God, your comments mean the world to me. And if you are subscribed, thank you so much. Extra love to you, my soul stars. All right. So the next card that came out for you, whoa, 10 of Wands. And since it was reversed, like, you have released so many burdens from your past. Yeah, I feel like putting this down like that. Wow, 10 of Wands, you have released so many burdens from your past. So many people in your past tried to put burdens on you. They wanted you to carry the weight of things. People that were very jealous of you, because I was thinking jealousy anyway. Because on the bottom here we have Mother Gothel. Like, people that tried to, like, people have really tried to, like, own your light, to own you, to own your soul essence and to use it for themselves. You guys have to be very mindful about how you interact with others and how you share your energy with others, even very casually. I feel like you guys have to be very mindful because you have such a powerful and golden energy. If people aren't elevated enough within themselves, within, you know, their souls, their spirits, their minds, then they can easily fall into these sort of unconscious modes, I would say, because not all of them are dark, but, you know, you have to make sure people are on your level or you will end up drained from them. And yeah, they will just siphon your aura, basically, if you know what I mean. If you know, you know. All right, let's get some more confirmation here. Yeah, a lot of you have had jealous females definitely try and sabotage you. Males will have definitely been, you know, masculines will have been intimidated by the strength of your aura. Yeah, you definitely trigger both masculines and feminines in this pile. And you probably attract both masculine and feminine too. There's something about your energy that refuses to get put in a box. You're going to continue to elevate because you just let go of a lot of dead weight. If this is your confirmation. If you're watching this pile, you have transformed a lot. Man, see the eyes here? It's like you have seen some ish. You're like, I have met my soul to the deepest degree and I am ready to move on. Like, it's just, you've naturally, I feel like you've just let go of a bunch of anchors and you're just rising up now. Oh my God, you've overcome some crazy heartbreak, guys. You have overcome some crazy heartbreak. Some crazy betrayals have happened to you guys. I just know it. Whew. Give me more tea, please. More tea. We got the final two cards here. Look at this. You guys have had jealous females so bad. Oh my God. Oh my God. You've probably had put males into this like negative feminine energy too, where they get really jealous, and because like you're the type that no one will have the balls to take you on face to face, right? It's always they always gotta, yeah, still can't take me one-on-one. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you have people know they can't take you one-on-one, and so they do the shiesty stuff, you know. They go behind your back, they get multiple people, blah 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 blah, but somehow you always rise above because of the strength of your spirit and your protection through God, spirit, the universe. You guys might connect to the archangels in this pile, especially Archangel Gabriel here, Vox, of course, right? The voice. You're a messenger. You are definitely someone that delivers messages to people. Like, you naturally channel, you naturally connect to these higher energies because of the spiritual work that you've done on yourself. The shadow work, how deeply you've met yourself. You naturally just deliver these messages to people. By the way, Seven of Wands, that's an elevation as well. So double elevation energy here, double protection as well from anyone who would seek to harm you. You are getting a lot more beautiful, by the way. Some of you might have been into glamour magic, but this is part of how you are rising, is you are looking more and more attractive. Because see like how the snake sheds its skin as well, how you're like, you remove the dead weight and you suddenly you look more youthful and beautiful than ever before. Some of you also might have, you might utilize hermit time a lot in this. I know you definitely do. You definitely utilize your time away from people because you need to be in your own energy to protect your aura. This is a very, you guys definitely have a very strong purpose in this pile for this to be coming through so strict. This is quite, you guys are meant to do a lot in this lifetime. You're meant to like reach a lot of people in some way. You're meant to have a lot of influence in some capacity, whether that's actually through social media or whatever, it doesn't really matter. What matters is you have a strong purpose and you're meant to deliver messages to people. You're meant to be this strong pillar. You're meant to create. You're meant to reach these people. You're meant to see these connections. Like you have a lot of soulmates, so to speak, you know. You're meant to touch a lot of people's souls with your art, with your creativity, with your words, with just your presence, with who you are. Wow. By the way, with the true love card here, this is the lover's equivalent. Left and right hemispheres of your brain. You're very balanced in the left and right hemispheres. You have a lovely masculine, feminine balance and quality to you. Your haters really look crazy. Everyone knows they fumbled the bag, man. I'm not gonna lie. It just speaks for itself. You don't have to do a thing. You're the type. Someone does you dirty, you know you don't have to do anything. You're just like, well, I'll just move on and keep focusing on myself and elevation. Focus on elevating myself and like, spirit will take care of the rest. Your spirit team. You have a divine protection about you. Time in nature and I feel like for you guys, you would love to live, if you don't already, in nature, in a little house surrounded by trees and not people. You guys need that time, that purification time, meditation and of all sorts. That time on your own and creative flow is so important for you guys. It helps keep you high vibe, helps you to do what you were put on the planet to do. You know, you guys, your soul has a mission and you're on it. You're completing it. You're doing it. And anyone that comes against you ends up looking crazy. They end up looking ratchet, man. Oh my God. Yeah, they end up looking crazy. All right. 8 of Cups on the bottom of the deck here. You have an eternally youthful quality to you too in some way. Even though you're very mature, you have that balance. You have a real lovely balance of polarities in this pile. For sure. Okay, let us move on and to the final part of the reading and close it out, shall we? So, I will be using the Animal Spirit deck for your final cards. These are just any final messages from your spirit team and all that, just anything that will help in final confirmations, close out the reading, yada yada yada. Okay. So I automatically pulled this card out since Vox is part shark. He's like TV shark man thing. All right. So I pulled out the shark, and I will also shuffle to get one for you, but we will definitely read the shark. By the way, on the bottom of the deck is the cheetah, showing how fast you are sprinting. Like, you are solar powered right now. Like, the sun energy is so strong in you. Like, you are just your soul essence is powered up and it is shooting forward now. Okay, so first off, I will, if I can find the book, there we go. I will read the shark for you because this energy is definitely at play somehow. I feel like you have overcome a lot of sharks, though, a lot of like sneaky submerged energies. Yeah, this is like the betrayal energies that you've overcome, that you're leaving behind. But I knew since Vox is a part shark that was definitely something that I needed to look at and read for you guys today. Let me just find it for you. There we go. Here we are, shark. Directness, exposure, revealing true nature and desire. That is exactly what you do. You do this. You, wow, the energy of judgment like goes through you. You are definitely someone that just exposes because you are so aligned with the truth of who you are and with, yeah, truth itself. I'm seeing like the Ace of Swords, like Archangel Michael might also work with you very strongly. You reveal the true natures of people here. See, like, because even like how this is like the evil queen and how she appears, but then she ends up like looking like this. Like, it's like you reveal the true natures of people with that. And even here, like this disguise, like she's called Vanessa in the film, right? The character that Ursula disguises herself as. She looks very beautiful, but then like as she starts like realizing that she's losing, like that Ariel's coming out on top despite her scheming, she starts looking more and more unhinged. That's you revealing the true nature and desire just by being like your beautiful self. Little Mermaid might be very significant for you guys, actually, if you pick this pile. Anyway, the shark is only dangerous when we don't acknowledge it. This card indicates that something big needs to be exposed. I think it's you. You guys are being exposed more and more in a good way. Yeah, you're being like, you guys are being more recognized for what you do, for recognized and rewarded for what you do. Yes, it's lurking in the depths, creating tension. Shark energy takes over us when we are hesitant to be honest, to be totally ourselves, or to say what we really want. It may be tempting to continue pretending nothing is wrong, but when shark energy is at play, we feel its presence encircling us. When in balance, intriguing, captivating, mysterious. When out of balance, sneaky, destructive. To bring into balance, honesty. Yep, you really reveal the lies in people. Yeah, you have left behind anyone that you can't be your full self around, and that is so smart. That's very, 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 very smart. Okay. And by the way, just a little tidbit, if you ever have dreams about someone and their eyes go black like a shark's, you know that they've got some bad juju and you need to get yourself some space from that person. Always look out for that. And like, even sometimes you might see it IRL, not even in a dream. Sometimes you see people's eyes go dark. Those are dangerous people you want to stay away from. But you probably know that in this pile, I would think. All right, let's get one more animal card to close out. This has been a very fun reading on how you proved your haters wrong. I hope you feel very satisfied with it, Vox pile. Perfect. The frog. Look, double water here. That's cleansing. Yeah, you're cleansing from the past. Look at this lovely yin-yang energy. Talk about the polarities and balance. You guys have a wonderful sense of polarity and balance here. Whale on the bottom. You're very deep. This is a Akashic Records too, so you are very wise old souls. No wonder you have the influence, the power that you do. You definitely have access to your Akashic Records and stuff like that as well. If you choose to meditate, you could actually do a lot through doing some very deep meditations right now. You could really shift a lot of energy very fast, if you so desire. Now, the frog. So yes, you have gone through a lot of metamorphosis in your life. You are definitely always evolving, always changing. You are very good at both, at dealing with both the physical, 555 on the timer, and the spiritual world. Since water is the ethers, amphibious, you are able to walk in both worlds. Yes, okay, let's get the frog going here. Clearing, cleansing, healing. Yes, big time of rejuvenation and healing for you guys here. The frog and the water element are almost inseparable. The frog spends its first months of life entirely within this healing element, and then emerges to rest on land. But no matter how earthly the frog becomes, its need for cleansing and rejuvenation is regular. Frogs tend to become overworked and undernourished, so it's vital that such sensitive creatures practice self-care. Yes, definitely take extra rest just now, because you are actually like elevating very, very fast. Even if it might look like nothing's moving on the outside, a lot is actually moving behind the scenes. Oh, that's making me think of like, oh my gosh, there's always movement, even if you don't see it. That's something we always like, that's always said in like LOA communities and things like that, and it's very, very true. And I think you guys know that. You've come to a deeper understanding of your own power within yourself if you're in this group, for sure. Yeah, make sure don't protect yourself against burnout. Really, really up your self-care if you need it right now. It's very, very important. Ooh, yes, I'm feeling Aphrodite here. She's all about self-care. If you want to work with her, she can help you with glamour magic and with yeah, rejuvenation, healing, like becoming a warrior of love, being able to protect yourself, because, you know, just because you're super attractive, you know, when you're super attractive, you need to be able to weed out who's for you and who's not, and to be strong in that, and not just let people in just because they're being nice to you, because just because someone's nice doesn't mean they're a kind or good person, right? Okay. Anyway, this card serves as a reminder that water helps us cleanse, forgive, and release. Time to dive in. Frogs aren't meant to carry a heavy load. When in balance, clear energy and enthusiasm for life. When out of balance, depleted, running on empty. To bring into balance, lake, river, ocean, or bathhouse. So you guys definitely take time in water if you're feeling the need for rejuvenation. Yes, there is a lot going on around you. A lot going on around you, and like the psychic energies. So, you know, get that spiritual hygiene up. Take the space you need, and you will be able to do what you need to do there, because I feel like you guys are ready to lock in on this next part of your journey, this next part of your creative endeavors, I want to say. You might be ready to start like a new era in a way. Yeah. Okay. All right, well, I believe that is the perfect place to round off this reading, or to leave it off. Hopefully I will see you in another pile or another reading, and I am sending you so much love and blessings. Vox pile, you're killing it. You're doing so good, okay? So just keep it up, really. Very big energy. All right, I'm sending you so much love and blessings. All right, goodbye for now. Hello there, pile number 2, the Alastor pile. How's it going, guys? Oh, very nice to have you here. Yeah, so how have you proved your haters wrong? Well, first off, you have gotten out of situations they thought they would never get you out of. People thought they had you, people really thought they had you trapped, devoted to them, like stuck with them. They thought you were never going to get out of their grasp, and you finessed them so well. At least finessed is maybe how they would describe it. I don't know if that's how you would describe it, maybe. But yeah, you definitely, you know how powerful you are. You know you're the ish, right? If you pick this pile, you are definitely very, very strong in your belief in yourself. You know you're capable of great things, and you've probably already achieved some of them. I would say you've already might have achieved some great things in your time. David Bowie might be significant for you if you pick this pile. The signs Gemini, Capricorn might be prominent for you. Cancer, I'm hearing too. Your mother might be very significant if you pick this pile. I feel like there are definitely some strong occultists in this pile, people who are very, very skilled at what they do magically. There's definitely, if you pick this pile as well, you are definitely very attractive. You are very, very attractive. But I feel like you are also very, you might be on the ace spectrum, or you might just be like fully ace. You're very cerebral at any rate. You're very much focused on intellect and cerebral and like being able to connect to people at deep levels. You're not interested in superficiality whatsoever. How have you proved your haters wrong? Either way, I do believe haters for you are people that feel burned by you in some way, people that fell for you but you weren't interested. You didn't owe them anything, but they might feel like you do. But you're very protected. You know you have like a very strong effect on people. You know that I feel like you might have a very prominent Lilith, maybe Lilith in the 10th or the 1st, maybe Eros in the 1st or the 10th. You have a very strong sacral appeal, let's put it that way. You have a very strong sacral appeal, despite the fact that you might not even be that interested in the act yourself. You might not be that into you know, carnal or base activities, or at least not in the way that most people are. I feel like you feel a way that you have proved your haters wrong is that you have separated yourself from them and from certain it's almost like aspects of like human follies. There's certain things that you are just not prey to. People have like really mistaken you as like prey in some ways, but you are constantly proving that you are like you're the formidable one. Oh, there's a deep power in this pile. Okay, like 8th house energy, very strong. Like the occult is very, very strong in this pile. There's a deep, you guys are very much underworld connected. You might connect to like Hecate, Hades, Persephone, Hell, from the Norse pile. You probably connect to trickster spirits as well, like Loki, Hermes. Yeah, the mercurial gods, very, very strong, because Alastor is very much a trickster energy as well. So you definitely have that powerful trickster energy. Oh yeah, there's definitely an androgyny in this pile as well. You're able to utilize, you're able to utilize that a lot. You're able to switch it up on people. That's one way that you have proved your haters wrong, is your ability to switch up, your ability to adapt. It's mercurial stuff here. It's trickster energy here. I'm getting Brer Rabbit as well. Okay. I am going to 555 on the timer. Okay, I'm going to move on to tarot and see how have you proved your haters wrong there. Okay. Yeah. Using the vice versa tarot for you guys today with Alastor. And look at this beautiful card on the bottom here as I pull it out, the Empress. Yeah, you guys definitely have a very beautiful connection to your mother. Well, it's either going one way or the other. Either your mom's a hater, your mother's a hater, and you're proving her wrong by being abundant and beautiful in your own right and not needing her. And I'm so sorry if that's the case, but either that or you have a really beautiful connection to your mother, and it's supportive and loving and nurturing and everything you could ever wish for, basically. It's very much either or, I feel like, in this pile. It could be either that or, you know, there could be a great healing going on with your mother right now. Your mother could be healing in some way, or your relationship with your mother could be healing in some way. Very beautiful. Venus very strong here as well. I heard Inanna Ishtar. Okay, you guys have definitely come you guys have come through the underworld many times. You're very connected to cycles. It is the Queen of Wands on the bottom here. So you are very blessed by feminine energy. Even if you are in a masculine body, you're definitely very blessed by the feminine. Beautiful. I meant to say as well, New Orleans could be significant for you if you pick this pile. Anywhere in the south of the US could be significant if you pick this pile. The film Bambi could be significant for you. Warship down as well, I'm hearing. Okay. Interesting. Okay. So let's get some cards. How have my Alastor piles, pile number 2, how have they proved their haters wrong? By the way, if you're enjoying this reading, please do like, share, comment, subscribe, and or hype the video. It means the world. And if you are already subscribed, so much love to you guys. I don't know what happened to my voice there. It's like, Okay, anyway. Okay. No, so much love to you guys, really. Thank you so much for being here. You guys mean the world to me. I really mean it. I really love you guys. All right. How have my Alastor pile, how have they proved their haters wrong, please? Give me insight. Give me sight into them. We have the Ace of Cups coming out here. Very nice. Yeah, Aphrodite coming out really strong in this pile as well. She kind of came out in the last pile a little bit. Yeah, you guys, your beauty speaks for itself, really. Should I have to cover this up? Honestly, I really don't think I should, since it's like, I shouldn't have to cover up any art, let's be real, but I'm going to cover her up just in case, because of YouTube. Let me just get a little thing here. Sorry about the wrestling, guys. Maybe I'll cut it out, who knows. Well, not me, but anyway. There we go. All right, sorry to have to cover her up, guys, but you know how it goes. Just in case. Anyway, yeah, goddess energy coming through very, very strong in this pile. Some of you might connect to Mother Mary as well, or Mary Magdalene. There is a lot of peace coming to your life. Aphrodite is very, very strong with you guys. You guys are definitely beautiful. You guys are gorgeous. You're so attractive in this pile. Somehow that's proving your haters wrong. How attractive you are and continue to be. And this renewal, like, I feel like you guys keep getting prettier and more youthful and more invigorated. And that definitely proves something, because you keep looking better. You keep looking better and better. As time goes on, and that is somehow proving your haters wrong. Also, how you're like, feel like things are constantly flowing for you. Things are constantly going well. Like you have a divine luck. You have a divine luck, divine alignment energy to you. But especially if you are into the occult, if you are an occultist, then you know how to finesse reality, right? You know how to make it work for you. You have a very good understanding of the mind and of psychology. You guys have very, very strong understanding of psychology in this pile. Okay, let's keep going. There's definitely a lot of peace come to you. And that proves your haters wrong in some way as well. Because they said, I feel like a lot of people like have said like, oh, like everything's going to fall apart without me to help them. Like they really had this like inflated sense of importance in your life, and you proved that they were nothing to you actually. You were just being kind actually. You were maybe entertaining them. You were maybe, you know, you were just, you know, Yeah, entertaining them. While they were there, you were being, you were just being like a chill person. You were just being yourself. It's not your fault that they thought you were really into them. You're just really charming and charismatic. And they took it the wrong way. Their little egos couldn't handle it, you know? What can we say? Yeah, there's definitely strong air energy in this pile. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy coming through very strong. Because you're very, very cerebral. You're very psychological. Like, see, this is like the thing. When you're pretty, but also smart. Okay. Let's keep going. You know, you live rent-free in a lot of people's minds. And I think, like, people get very obsessed with you. People are obsessed with you for years and years and years. Because, like, Vox in the show is obsessed with Alastor for, like, decades. And, like, remembers everything about them. And is, like, still really obsessed and just wants to prove to him that he should be with him. Like, he should never have turned him down. But consistently, you just prove that you're the prize just by existing. And I don't even think you're, like, really interested in, like, sort of petty stuff like that. Anyway, let's just keep going. Let's keep going. How have my Alastor pile number 2s proved their haters wrong? How have they proved their haters wrong? There might be some messages for you in pile number 1 because this was on the bottom of the deck in the last pile. In the first, it was the first card I kind of showed in the last pile, and like certain cards that have been wanting to jump out are very similar. You know, they're or the same as the ones in the last pile. So just if you feel called, or maybe you came from there, in which case, hi. So glad to have you. Oh my goodness. Wheel of Fortune. Yes. Oh my gosh. I love this energy, guys. You guys. And with the tower on the bottom. Oh, and with the tower here. Wow, look, the mask cracking. You really break people's masks, people's social masks. Like, they can't keep it together around you. You just have such a powerful energy, and you're able to shift things in your favor, like, so. It seems so easy and effortless for you to just make things go your way. At least that's how it looks. You actually do have a lot of you do what you need to do. You're very proactive. Yeah, you're able to make things turn in your favor all the time. Jupiter definitely blesses you, for sure. And your actions that you take are very, like, you're very good at knowing when to, what's the word, aligned action? Is that it? Inspired action. You're very good at taking inspired action. Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, oh my gosh. Let's get one more. Tangible things coming to you, and this is a good time to invest in any of your own projects. Yeah, this is a very good time to put money into your pursuits. Like, this could really, like, set the wheel in motion for you. Or you might have, like, a little windfall, and it's very good. It would be very good for you to utilize that money by investing it into certain things. This could be very lucrative for you at this time. 9 of Cups. Are you kidding me, guys? That's the wish fulfillment card. Oh, you guys are making your dreams come true in this pile. You guys are really mastering how to work in this 3D reality. And it's being very tangible, and you're being very elevated. You're very grounded and sure in yourself. By the way, this guy reminds me of Patrick Warburton a bit, so he might be significant for you. He did the voice of, like, Kronk in Emperor's New Groove, like Joe and Family Guy, stuff like that. Lemony Snicket in A Series of Unfortunate Events on the Netflix one. So you might have had to come through a lot of unfortunate events. You've overcome a lot of oppression if you're in this pile in some way or the other. Maybe it's through family, maybe it's through society, maybe it's both, maybe it's through institutions. But you have overcome a lot of oppression as well, because, like, for some of you it might be your skin color, some of you it might be your perceived gender, you know, things like that. Like, you have overcome it all, and you've proved that you are so much more than any of the superficial elements that that you display as in this 3D avatar, if you get me. I like the language that comes out. I like how this Yeah, I like the certain language that's coming out for you guys. It's very particular. I feel like you guys are very, very, very particular about the words you use. You understand the power of words. And that's why things are starting to get really solidly amazing for you. I feel like you guys might be moving house or something soon. I've seen that a lot. These are big shifts happening because, like, look, this is a solid building, and moving into this house, it's kind of out of the wilderness and into like a palace. Very Aladdin. Okay. Also on the bottom of the deck is the world. Very beautiful. The fixed signs showing up here. You've overcome a lot of challenges and you are entering a new chapter, victorious. Yeah, like it's actually judgment on the back. I have to cover them up. Ooh, some of you might connect to Horus or Ra. But yeah, you guys are proving your haters wrong by making your dreams come true, really. Wow. There's a big mastery here, definitely. Your mastery speaks for itself in this pile, okay? So I'm going to move on to the next section, which we shall get the tea. We shall get the tea and the confirmations that we need, yes. Okay, guys, you know I have to use the horror tarot when we've got Alastor out. It just suits his aesthetic so perfectly, doesn't it? Okay, so you guys, if you did pick this pile, you might be into things that are a bit more taboo, you know, like, well, I mean, we obviously mentioned the occult, but like you might be into horror films and things like that, you know, things that are, I just feel like you have interests. You're not scared of the dark, and you're not scared of like more, like things like that would phase maybe a lot of other humans do not phase you. Okay. By the way, as I pulled this out, look, it's the world on the bottom here. So double confirmation of going into a huge, coming into a brand new era. You've successfully completed a lot of past things. Look, this is actually like matching up here. Look, it's like the world and the wheel. You're making gold out of your past experiences, and you're using your past experiences in this world to shift you forward monumentally. I feel like you've really understood and digested everything that's happened to you already, and so that's why you've overcome a lot, because like yeah, you've really come into so much more power within yourself. You were because I feel like you were stuck in certain situations that were very uncomfortable for you, but you never let it get to you. Not so much that you know, at least not so much that you lost your, you never like showed on the outside, let's put it that way. You never like broke a sweat to those around you. You never gave the game away. You're you have such a poker face, but people don't think you do. Like sometimes, like I feel like you're very hard to read. You're very, very hard to read, and you're very intimidating to a lot of people. Yes. Some people really misread you at first, and then they get freaked out when you pull a little gotcha moment on them. Okay, let's go. So please give me the tea for my Alastor pile. Any confirmations on what I've read already, on how they have proved their haters wrong? Give me the tea. 7 of Pentacles. Yes, look at that. Where once you saw it. These are things that like perceived failures, where things look like they haven't worked out for you, that you've like where you've put your like time and effort and not seen the results you want. You're actually seeing results now, or you're seeing the benefit. You're understanding why those situations happened, and you're elevating somehow emotionally through them. You're finding peace and releasing them. You're leaving it in the past. There's something about it. Because look, 10 of Pentacles on the bottom. Somehow, these things that seemed like they weren't giving you the proper returns are now going to be giving you the proper returns. Because this is like wealth and stability and legacy. You know, even like past failed relationships, the relationships you had, or the connections you had with your haters, they're going to remember you their whole life. People know it was a missed opportunity with you as well now. See people that don't have access to you. Oh my gosh, they still love you. Oh, people like are really like love you, and yeah, people do get obsessed with you. I think you know that if you're in this pile. You have some crazy fans. Okay. Please, the tea and confirmations. Oh, like, okay, we just got all our cards come out just now. And look what came out. 10 of Pentacles came out for you on the top. 1010. Talk about completions of a cycle. Okay, guys, definitely check out angel number 1010. But this is a 1010. This is an amazing, like, shift and completion. Because you got the world twice when I was showing you the cards. And now you have 1010. This is a major elevation. I feel like somehow you're achieving something you really... Oh, you've really been wanting to. For years, you've had this goal in mind. For years, you've had this goal in mind. And now you're finally achieving it. And you're being able to start this, because like with the Page of Wands here, this is like a creative pursuit that you're finally able to invest in the way you want to. You might have had to pull your energy back from a lot of people that were trying to like feed off of you and your creative aura, your creative essence. I think, because see, look at all the bugs all over her. Like, I feel like you had a lot of, you have a lot of people that are always wanting to crawl all over you, man. They're always wanting to get a little, like, taste of your essence, but you are setting yourself apart from that now. Yeah, they can't get at you. There's a veil. You're also very protected. Also with the insects here, yeah, these are some very intense, like, spiritual lessons you've gone through, because, like, the insects normally have very, like, as totems, they have very intense lessons, because their world, their experience is so alien from our human experience, right? So, because, like, you compare, like, for example, like, so, as far as totems go, like, say, like, a wolf, right? That's still a mammal. That still has, like, a much more relatable experience to us, like, as a human, than, like, say a spider. A spider has a very different, like, life experience. They have, it's just a very alien world to us. So you've had a lot of alien experiences. You've had a lot of entities that have wanted to latch onto you, to feed off of you. You've had a lot of yeah, you've had to learn a lot. See, you've had to learn a lot about what's hidden out of necessity, because you have such a strong spiritual energy that if you didn't, then you would just be feasted upon, basically. Temperance here, look at that. Because of the inner alchemy, the inner work you've done, how you've met yourself at these deep levels, and your creative energies, you're manifesting your dreams. You're summoning your dreams into your reality. You're making your desires real right now. You're closing the gap in some way right now. You really are. You're closing the gap. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Nine of Wands, the Wounded Warrior. You have really overcome some crazy stuff. Japan might be significant for you. You might have had a past life in Japan, or maybe more than one. You definitely have experiences with the paranormal in this pile. Like, this is a very, 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 very particular pile. All right. I think I am just going to move on to this final card. Yeah, I definitely am, because, like, I feel like I've said everything I need to say, but, like, you've really proved your haters wrong. Metaphysically is what I hear. Oh, yeah. Anyone that's come at you with, they've tried to do, like, magic or whatever on you, it has backfired so badly. People don't know what they're messing with you. See, people underestimate people who are attractive so much. You're very, very deep. Very deep. Yeah, I love it. All right, let's move on to the final part of the reading and then we'll close it out. Okay, so the final part of the reading, I will be using the animal spirit cards. And since Alastor is part deer, I got out the elk card because I knew that this card would definitely be significant for anyone that picked this pile. Guys, the Capricorn energy in this pile is very, very strong. There's very strong earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorns here. Strong Sagittarius, strong Pisces too. Okay. But the earth signs especially, well, I actually already said air signs too, because Alastor is so cerebral. But you guys have a very, very strong connection to the divine. See the antlers here? And I feel like your power is growing right now. Very much so. You are definitely... See with the temperance here, that's the... That's balancing out the higher chakras. So like your throat, third eye, and crown, balancing out those energies that come in. You are definitely downloading a lot right now. Definitely take the time that you need in rest, because you are downloading so much energy right now. There is so much light codes and information, you know, the way they say that. Wow, that's the word. I You're getting a lot from the sun right now, from like, so like there's a lot of solar flares and stuff happening. Yeah, I feel like you guys are feeling it. You guys are very sensitive to that sort of thing. You're very sensitive to the subtle. You understand the makeup of this reality, and so you respect the planets, I feel like. You might be called to learn more about astrology, actually, if you haven't already. Okay. Right, so elk. Let's read. Look out for stags. Deer are very significant for you guys in this group. The Prince of the Forest. Elk. Ooh, yeah. Some of you might really like the noise of elk calls. I love that noise too. They're just so like haunting and beautiful. Stable, resilient, headstrong, the father. The great elk represents the earth element in its masculine form. This means it provides underlying support and stability amidst life's many challenges. You definitely do that for the people that are true to you. You provide a lot of support and stability to them. An elk personality, whether male or female, is fully established in themselves and knows their core values. Yes. Yes, you have your own moral code, definitely, that you live by. You're definitely a free thinker as well. You're very outside the box. Very much like your own cosmic being. Very cool. And somehow that proves your haters wrong, because I feel like they've really tried to put you in a box and they can't do it. They can't do it. You refuse to stay in a box. You're always like shifting and changing. That trickster energy, you know. They become known and respected for acting in ways that uphold those values. Sometimes the elk's ego can become inflated, but for the most part they make damn good fathers, mothers, lovers, and friends. The world needs more elk energy. When in balance, supportive, kind, consistent. When out of balance, pretentious, high, and mighty. To bring into balance, eat and drink more consciously. Very nice. Oh yeah, some of you might be called to do fasting as well if you've picked this pile, to help connect you to spirit more, and to release any underlying or unconscious addictions you might have to food in some form. Yeah, definitely. Eating and drinking more consciously would be very, very wise. Using water with intention. Drink more water, guys. Definitely. Oh, this is the pile. You're like, you must drink your water. You gotta drink your water. Okay, right. Let's chill out. I'll get one more animal card for you. And then we'll close out. Because I knew I had to get out the elk. Like I had to get out the shark in the last pile for Vox. Yes, red is your power color right now. Red, red, red. You will kill it in red. Your abilities are on the rise, by the way. Your physical and spiritual abilities, your talents are definitely increasing right now. You might be extra sensitive. That's why eating and drinking more consciously is definitely advised for you right now. For some reason, I want to say the spirit of the spider is protecting you. And also, see, millipedes and centipedes. I feel like you've gone through some sort of initiation. I feel like you've gone through 3 specific initiations. Spiritual initiations. And you're about to see the rewards, the tangible results from that. There's definitely some shamans, some shamanistic people in this pile as well. Yeah, definitely strong shaman energy. If you feel the need, you must protect your crown. Protect your energy. Because something very deep is happening with you, and the results are that are on their way and that are happening, that are in the motion right now, immense. Okay, let's keep going. Final card, please, for my pile number 2s, the Alastor pile. There we go. Oh, the bear. Look at you getting both earth elements. So the earth element is very, very potent for you right now. Very strong creatures. By the way, on the bottom is the lion. Mastery. You have mastered a lot of yourself. Big kudos to you. The bear. And the bear is ancestry to me as well. Yeah. Your ancestors are very strong right now. Your ancestors want to connect with you. They want to connect to you more. Your ancestors are helping you because you have broken many chains. You have broken many, many chains. You've broken many cycles. You are a cycle breaker. There's something very radical about you. You're a force to be reckoned with. You're very, very powerful. Okay. Let's read the bear, the very first entry. There is a lot of sheer power and force behind you, though, that's for sure. Waking from spiritual slumber, waking from spiritual slumber, beginning anew. After a long winter, the bear arises from deep slumber. At first, the movement and effort are difficult, but the bear knows it's time to awaken and move toward the dawning light. The bear card represents an individual on the cusp of new directions and personal transformation. The initial weeks and months of this spiritual quest may feel tricky, cumbersome, and full of obstacles. But you have no choice, bear. Winter wanes, and the warmth of spring emerges, and your transformation begins. When in balance, inner strength yearning to grow. When out of balance, withdrawal, lethargy, heaviness. To bring into balance, movement and exercise. So working with your body is very heightened at this time. I feel like you might also, for some of you, you might just be starting this shift, this movement. But for some of you, it's because you have moved through this cumbersome and tricky time and you have worked with your body. Some of you, I see, definitely are very dedicated yogis. You definitely do your yoga, your movement every single day, your union between mind and body and soul. You're very, very much aligned like that. And because you have moved through this like clumsy, cumbersome time, you've worked through all that difficult, but you've had that discipline and you've listened to divine direction. You're now coming into a time of abundance and security and stability and creativity where you can move much more freely and easily, and you have your own autonomy now. I think that's for the most of you that have picked this pile. You are entering that new stage. Like, you've come out of that cumbersome stage, because like the Page of Wands here, that's that new start, and like this is the rewards for that. Now you're able to tackle your creative projects the way you've always wanted to, because you've come through that harder, more foggy, like colder time. Now you're coming into more light and warmth and exposure in the best way. Okay, I feel like that is everything I need to say. I've really enjoyed reading for you, Alastor Pyle. I hope you've enjoyed being here. Yeah, I love your particular energy. Very, very cool. So I'm sending you so much love and blessings wherever you are, and I hope to see you in another reading or another pile. Until then, all the best. So much love. Goodbye.